Okay, yep, we're gonna show you right now just how to cook your 2-pack of still frozen Walmart ribs in one pan. And they're gonna be like legacy ribs. Okay, we got the 2 racks right here in a double pan. You see this pan underneath the ribs that's keeping them off the bottom of the main cooking pan, and below that is some secret ingredients, including some oils and extracts and spices and the special ingredient, which is slightly used fish fry oil to baste these ribs with. Okay, on the top here, of course, as you can see, is a lot of garlic and black pepper. And we're just gonna roast these 2 racks for now, an hour at a time, and flip them, an hour at a time and flip them. And when they separate from being still frozen, then we're gonna alternate their turns on top to get their browning going. This is all open cook in your oven, easy as pie. The basic couch potato could do it. Oh, yes, I forgot to mention also, in case there arise any questions and I failed to mention it, this 2-pack of ribs is lying upside down for its first entry into the oven. Let's get that back fat melting down into the yumminess. This project's starting out at a nice convection bake at 275 degrees, nice and slow to start. Probably after an hour and a half, we're gonna start bumping it up 10 degrees every hour, so make sure you got about 5 hours to commit to this funny project. Okay, it's been about a good hour and a half, hour 45, I'd say. We're gonna do our first baste on this funny project, your Walmart ribs. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you the whole 9 yards here, but I'm gonna brush all this garlic and black pepper down to the corner of these ribs, and I'm gonna gather it up in a ladle. All right, I'm gonna save it for a minute. Gather it up, gather it up. Okay, in this segment, now that I've got the garlic safely saved for a few minutes, I'm gonna take my inner liner that the ribs are sitting on and put it in a fresh pan. And then I'm gonna take those aforementioned secret ingredients under here that I'll not list. I'm gonna baste the ribs with that and put it back in for round 2. Oh, yep, there you go. It's all them secret ingredients that are about to get basted over the top of this 2-pack that has just been flipped over for its first time now. So we're gonna reload this liquid under these ribs, still keeping the ribs off the cooking surface. Okay, they've gotten their first baste. I've put the garlic and black pepper that I saved in the ladle on the top side now as we stick them back in the oven for round 2. The house smells like angels are cooking ribs here, just in case you were wondering. Forgot to, before we go back in the oven for that second roast after a first flip and all that, I want to mention Tony Chachere's. We're gonna get a nice little light, it's one hole, nice little light douse Tony Chachere's here before we go back in. Maybe a little spray of Pam so it don't burn. Okay, back in the oven, round 2. We did go ahead and make our first temperature increase too. We're up to 285 now. So round 2, we're up to 285 from 275. Okay, here we are about 3 hours in. I'm going to separate these 2 racks now and rotate them, and I'm going to turn them upside down again to melt more fresh back fat into it all. So I'm doing this one-handed by myself, so you can just imagine how easy that is. We're going to separate the two racks, rotate them, and put a fresh, and turn them upside down and put a fresh bunch of fat melted down into all the meat. Update in 1 hour. Oh yeah, in case you were wondering, of course, yep, we're saving this. Oh, look at this baste. Oh my goodness. So we got our ribs flipped over. We're gonna cook some more back fat down into the project here. And we're gonna baste it with this and put it back in the oven for another hour now with the temperature turned up a wee bit more. We're at 335 and time for yumminess. Okay, well, we're about 4 hours in now, so we're gonna change it up for the last time real good. Both racks are gonna go face up, and they're gonna get their swap. We'll swap this little overlap here about 1 hour each before we decide on some sauce, and of course we still have one more baste. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not all just about the cooking. I got my butt out here and watered these lovely plants before they even thought they was dry. Little of them looking good. Cooking ribs, loving on plants. All right, we've got these racks ready to go. They're only one choice today. Our good old-fashioned Sweet Baby Rays. I plugged to them too. 20 minutes here. We're making the macaroni and cheese now. It's about to be all in here. Cool. Oh man, forgot to mention it. Now we've bumped it up to 350 now. Time to put the real roast on it. Me falling off the bone here in a little bit. Look at that. That's already basted. Basted again here. Oh, okay. Some Hoppin' John's, beans, peas too. We're all in here. 20 more minutes. Oh, okay, well, as you can see, the ribs turned out absolutely perfect. Sadly, all you guys are getting is leftovers here because the 4 of us devoured a rack and a half. These are really just like, to die for. One more bite here. Oh, goodness. Anyway, we didn't want to bore y'all with a bunch of videos of us eating. So I just decided to close it out with that nice little pile that we're going to get to eat again tomorrow. Oh, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and a like. Disabled Merchant Mariner here trying to start a new YouTube channel. We'll come up with another video next week. Probably gonna make some tugboat chicken.